Match at the Saturday night special, but it looks like Danny and Libby are going to do battle right now. Lily are going to do battle right now.
Hold on a second. He just came out from under the ring.
Speaking of problems, there's Colton Cage. There's Colton Cage. And Dustin Jackson never saw it coming.
Colton Cage with a steel chair like a baseball bat.
It's a trap.
Take my life. You think this is a game? This isn't a game. You want to see how fun this is? This is fun. You want to take another man's life? You think that's cool? Let's see how Lily thinks your face looks now.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
No. He's already bleeding.
Oh my God!
Here's 400 Shepherdsville Road. We have a man I can't control his bleeding. We got hit against the walker. 40218. 40218. We need EMS here now. Now, please.
And welcome into Davis Arena. We are following two huge stories as we come on the air with OVW TV. First, the condition of Dustin Jackson, still hospitalized after his head was shattered and he was left a bloody mess by Colton Cage. What is Jackson's condition and what will be Cage's punishment? For that, we go now to the owner and CEO of OVW Wrestling.
Look at that jacket.
I'll smell.
I have to say thank you to all of you fans again for being here tonight to support OVW. We love each and every one of you. I have a very special announcement I'd like to make, but first I'd like to address what happened last week, and I'd like to apologize to everyone here and for everyone at home who had to witness such a heinous act by Colton Cage on Dustin Jackson.
I mean, I liked it.
Trust me when I tell you that punitive actions are going to be taken against Colton Cage for what he has done. That is well beyond the level of competition here in OVW.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
So,
Be faithful telling Al what they think he should do.
I don't agree with him.
we'll take it under consideration.
Give him the old
But on to bigger and better things. I again yet have an opportunity to come out here and speak to each and every one of you about something special that we're doing here in OVW, and that is to announce that we have our own OVW Wrestling Network. We have our own streaming channel. You can go to ovwwrestlingnetwork.com. You can subscribe to the network, and we have already 32 shows up there on the network right now. We're going to add more and more shows, more and more content. We're going to have different types of shows featuring your favorite wrestlers in different ways that you've never seen before. In addition to that, we're also going to have a training category where those of you that want to learn more about professional wrestling, the inner workings of professional wrestling, can come and watch and learn from greats like Billy Gunn, Hurricane Helms, Road Warrior Animal, who will be conducting seminars and will be airing those on that network as well. And you can access the network from any device, anywhere in the world, for the low price of only $4.99 a month.
$4.99? He's crazy, Gilbert.
$4.99 a month. Can you imagine? You can get all of that great content and be a supporter of OVW for only $4.99.
That's a good deal. You say it's crazy. I think it's a good deal. I do question the mental stability of one Justin Smooth as the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship at our next Saturday night special, April the 6th, has just interrupted our boss.
It's not Justin Smooth. I'm looking at my run sheet now. Does not have any scheduled television time.
What's on the mind of the Trinidad Titan?
Hey, everybody. Hello. Al, hello.
Nice of you to join me. I didn't recall scheduling you to be out here. I was busy making an announcement.
Hey, cut my music when Al is talking. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You were not scheduled to be out here. I was here to make an announcement about the OVW Wrestling Network.
That is right, Al. You know, it's good to have you out here.
Thank you.
And it'll be a dang shame if that network doesn't feature the Trinidad Titan. Would you say?
I would agree. I mean, you're an incredible competitor, and we're only going to feature the absolute best here in OVW, and certainly on the OVW Wrestling Network as well. I mean, that goes without saying. What are you getting at?
That is right, Al. And, you know, in 10 days, I go against your champion, Tony Gunn, the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Tony Gunn.
I don't think he's just my champion. I think he's all of OVW's champion. Would you not agree?
You know what, Al? I think last week when everybody said Tony sucks, they meant it, because Tony does suck. Tony sucks. Tony sucks. My exact point. In 10 days, Al, I am going to destroy Tony. Because you and I know that he's a circumstantial champion. And when I become the OVW Heavyweight Champion, sir, I'm gonna run this place.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Tony Gunn has heard enough. Well, the circumstances that brought the OVW Championship to the shotgun was Gunn taking down the Monster Abyss.
Yeah, but let's not forget, since that time, it's not like he hasn't been a fighting champion. He's defended at every live event. He has taken on some other big competitors.
No doubt
he's not back down from any challenge.
Yeah, no doubt the Gunn's fired around on anybody that's dared to go toe-to-toe with him in the squared circle since he became champion a couple of months ago. Question is, can he do that with the Trinidad Titan at the Saturday night special?
Tony, I want to point out you weren't scheduled to be out here either, so.
First off, Al, my apologies on coming out here and interrupting.
Thank you.
Secondly, I really like that jacket, man. You're really styling and profiling.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lastly, Smooth, get over here. I got something to say to you. I'm going to make this short, sweet, and simple for you to understand. You can come out here, you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, talk is cheap, my friend. Actions speak louder than words. These past few months, I've been delivering kill shot after kill shot after kill shot after kill shot, knocking people out, including some people that have beaten you in the past, Smooth.
True story.
In April 6th, Saturday night special, it's not going to be any different. I'm going to continue being the best at what I do inside the ring. That's knocking people out, winning matches, and being the OVW Heavyweight Champion. And you're going to continue being the best at what you do, and that's dropping the ball because you...
Oh! Okay, enough.
Hey, hello?
You going to push the hell out of me?
All right, stop it.
Put your hands on me.
All right.
Security on deck, please.
Enough.
You ain't no champ.
Enough. All right, I'm excited to see this as much as everyone else is, but we ain't gonna see it right now. All right? Step back. Step back.
I'm back.
I tell you what, I've got an idea. You both are so ready to go? You ready to go? Huh? You ready to go? You ready to go? Okay, I have an idea. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a little pick your poison. So that means, Tony Gunn, you wanna test him, you wanna see what Justin Smooth's made of? You want to test Tony Gunn, Justin? You want to see what he's made of?
I don't care what he's made out of.
Cool. You know what? I do. And since I'm the boss and I run things, I get to choose what I want to do. So here's what I want to do. Tonight, you're going to pick Justin Smooth's opponent, and I suggest you pick a good one to really put him to the test. Next week, you get to pick Tony Gunn's opponent, and I suggest you pick a good one. And what I'd also suggest is that you take your ass and get out of my ring so I can finish with my announcement. Thank you. You as well.
Words.
Have a good night. Thank you very much, champ.
Pick your poison tonight. Who's Gunn gonna pick to square off against the Trinidad Titan ahead of the Saturday night special?
Now, as I was saying, the OVW Wrestling Network. Go to OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. You can sign up for your trial membership. And remember, your membership, your subscription is only $4.99.
Come on now,
for
raise the
all
price
of
a little
that
bit.
Great OVW wrestling.
$4.99, it's criminal. We're basically giving it away.
And another interruption here for our owner and CEO, Al Snow. Looked like Al's beginning to get a little bit frustrated, and here comes public enemy number one. The audacity of Colton Cage to interrupt the boss after his actions last week, shattering the head of his former best friend and tag team partner, Dustin Jackson, leaving Jackson a bloody mess and hospitalized.
You know what, that he did, but what's so wrong about that? This is a full contact sport. If you can't handle it, so sorry, bye-bye.
You know, frankly, I'm glad to see Colton Cage right now, because I want to know what that punitive action that Al Snow was talking about is going to be. I want to know what that punishment is going to be.
Absolutely. And listen, Josh, normally I'd agree with you, but it's one thing to injure an opponent. It's one thing to try to take away his livelihood.
And why is Danny still by this guy's side?
I don't know.
Please explain to me exactly what the two of you were doing out here.
He ribbed him. He gave him the bad microphone.
I'm not allowed to talk. I want to say words.
You know what? Apparently no one wants to hear what you have to say.
I want to hear what he has to say.
And I gotta tell you, after what you did last week, the last thing I want to do is see you in this ring tonight. So, what I would suggest you do is get out of this ring and get out of this building, and I do not want to see either of you until next week. Because I am absolutely disgusted by what you did last week, and if you don't remove yourself right now, I'm probably going to take it upon myself to kick your ass personally. Referees, please come out here and escort this garbage out of this ring and out of this building right now. Get to stepping. Move. Get out. Go.
Al's not mixing words on his feelings for Colton Cage.
He said he was going to personally. Imagine if Al Snow just punched Colton right now.
Danny too. Birds of a feather flock together. They're both gone.
As we see referees and security removing Danny and Colton from ringside in the building.
Should be just grateful they're not fired. Good golly. This reached a fever pitch.
Colton Cage banned from the building. The OVW Wrestling Network, $4.99 a month, and pick your poison later tonight.
Everybody, let's have a hell of a show. What do you say?
OVW, it's off and running.
Tweet your friends, call your family. It's gonna be a big night.
Wow. Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
doesn't matter if you go out a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
Dustin's been hanging in there. I know that he's pulling through. He's feeling a little bit better, but he's suffered a lot of injuries to his head. Has multiple lacerations on his face. But I know that he's gonna pull through, and I know that he's gonna make it. And I know the doctor is going to be in maybe a little bit later to tell us a little bit more. So if you guys want to, you know, check on us a little bit later, we might have a little bit more information. But for now, we're just going to rest and see how he does.
5, 4, 3.
There you saw, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have a camera crew at the hospital with Dustin Jackson and Lily. It is a very serious medical situation. We're going to continue to check back throughout this hour.
The following is a gauntlet contest for the OVW Television Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Big D and DL3, Shiloh Jones.
It's gauntlet time, guys, and Shiloh Jones, accompanied by his 2 co-stars, understudies. What would you classify DL3 and more importantly, Big D's role in the entourage?
They are goon extraordinaires.
Yeah, that. What he said. Lackeys, maybe?
And his opponent, KTD.
Good to see KTD back in action here in Davis Arena. OVW just coming off an injury. Doc, what do you know?
Absolutely. I know he had a contusion in his right elbow and it was out of action for a couple weeks, and he's making his return tonight. So you know he wants to return to OVW with a big win over Shiloh Jones. And hopefully for KTD, he wants to win that TV championship.
You know, and speaking about the TV championship and with the footage that we just saw with Dustin Jackson, things have really started to heat up here in OVW, and I'm honestly curious as to whether or not Dustin Jackson will be able to compete come the Saturday Night Special.
I think we'll get more from that. We heard Lily say that the doctor would be in later. Hopefully we'll get more answers from that when the doctor comes in and we check back in this hour. But we have a new television champion, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the man they call Dimes, who hit jackpot last week.
Certainly so. What a Cinderella story, going through all the competitors to win.
First man ever, first challenger ever to go from beginning to end in this gauntlet scenario.
And KTD.
Strong right hands and lefts from KTD.
He wants it.
So sometimes, Doc, you see these superstars come back from injury and they've gone through physical therapy and they're a little bit bigger and they're a little bit stronger. Sometimes they come back better than they were before.
Certainly so. I mean, it's an interesting scenario. Sometimes you come back and you gotta...
Oh, but there's the Superman punch. And KTD may be stronger, but he does not have eyes in the back of his head. Shiloh Jones advances.
KTD has been eliminated.
Jeez Louise, like a slice of cheese. That's one down. Next, please.
A little freestyling.
I like it.
From rapper extraordinaire, Shiloh Jones. Oh, look at this.
Introducing the next competitor, the King of Cleveland, J-Rock Daddy.
OVW television debut of J-Rock Daddy. This guy's got more than 20 years experience inside the squared circle. He actually had a hand in training EC3.
Really? No kidding.
Well, you never know who's
look at the intensity here.
You never know who's going to show up in OVW, especially each week with this TV title gauntlet.
You know, you've seen J-Rock Daddy on Impact and WWE several times in the last 12 months on Ring of Honor. I had the opportunity to talk to this guy in back.
Oh,
look at that!
Big backdrop from Shiloh onto J-Rock. What a debut for J-Rock it would be if he just
Shoulders on the mat here. J-Rock Daddy saying that he's trained superstars, but he feels like he's been overlooked. So 2019, shoulders on the mat, Shiloh Jones in trouble. 2019 is the year of opportunity. He's traveling the world. Cover here again.
Yeah. Very impressive. I already want to see more of this man.
Trying to put his name in the big lights.
J-Rock Daddy throwing Shiloh across the ring, goes for the backdrop again.
Think of everything that's going on in OVW right now. We've got the OVW Wrestling Network, $4.99
Hold on a second there. That could be
J-Rock's going to advance here.
Whoa,
That's spin out powerbomb variation planning Shiloh Jones.
I don't know. I want a replay on that one.
Guys, we have the network. We have this new developmental agreement with Impact Wrestling. I mean, why would J-Rock not be here in this land of opportunity?
Well, look at this. Entourage trying to get involved.
And here's the thing when you face the Entourage, you don't just face one of them, you face all three of them. So you gotta have eyes in the back of your head. Case in point here, the referee does not give the major assist to DL3 and Shiloh advances again.
Shiloh Jones, best in the nation. I'm trying to make it clear, like Annunciation.
You rapped again. I hope he goes through the whole thing. He can have a whole new song by the end of this.
Is this like a handicap gauntlet match? It's 3 people working for 1 prize?
Introducing the next competitor, Chase Destiny.
Chase Destiny would like nothing more than to become the television champion. Tonight is his night. Tonight is his opportunity.
Well, Gilbert, you know, after last week, what happened? Dimes shocking the world by making it through the gauntlet. I think that's lit a fire under all of the superstars in the locker room.
Right. Well, that and I understand Chase Destiny hates rap music, or so I've heard. This could be the whole reason why he's really fired up tonight.
What kind of music does Chase Destiny like then, Doc?
A lot of Kiss, so I've heard.
It looks like David Bowie. Either way, though.
Don't insult Bowie.
Shiloh throwing Ziggy Destiny to the buckle there. Whoa!
Leg sweep out of Destiny, takes down Shiloh Jones, follows it up with a quick elbow, Gilbert.
And again, back on the apron here is a member of the Entourage. And is it going to be another costly distraction?
Look at this.
This time the feet are on the rope.
Chase Destiny has been eliminated.
Shiloh Jones, best on the block. My name's getting bigger, like caps lock.
He's having I think he's having a little harder time getting his rap out after each round here.
Uh-oh. This is not what you want to see coming through the curtain if you're fatigued.
Not at all. And look at Zoe just manhandling Shiloh Jones as he gets into the ring.
The Juggernaut is a human freight train.
What rhymes with Juggernaut?
400 plus pounds. He's agile. He's angelic.
Ouch. Ouch rhymes with Juggernaut when Zoe's in that ring.
I hope he's okay.
You know, we've seen a little bit more out of Zoe here recently. He's got almost more of a harder edge to him. I think that OVW Television Championship is something he's really trying to get back.
It's a title he's held before.
Look at that.
Forearm here.
Oh, gosh.
Follows it up with a second one. The first one just about took off Jones' head. Second one knocked him clear out of the ring, Gil.
Who's going to advance in the television title gauntlet? OVW continues.
What?
If a client comes to me and they've been a victim of domestic violence, that's not just a single event. That's a state that they are in. So we're going to address their immediate safety, but throughout that process, I'm dealing with a bullied client. We can't make child custody based on fear, especially when there's no longer something to be afraid of. When we've addressed the attacker and removed them from the situation, now we can make reasoned decisions, not fearful ones.
Under the lights, I'm gonna be ready.
back here in Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, the television title gauntlet underway, and the juggernaut Zoe has been all over Shiloh Jones during the commercial break, but a window of opportunity may have just opened here for Shiloh, guys.
Small window of opportunity, and Shiloh Jones is going to try to take advantage of that. That sleeper hold locked in on Zoe, trying to cut off the fuel.
Shiloh started the gauntlet, has advanced over 3 other superstars. There's just one more to go, and process of elimination says it has to be our champion, Dimes. But Shiloh has survived thanks to the entourage on the outside of the ring, Doc.
Well, I mean, I think Shiloh, though, I mean, look at what a great competitor he is. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need the help, but it doesn't hurt.
Shiloh collapses back into the corner. Zoe going for that handspring again and gets it this time.
Agile, angelic, and all-star. Juggernaut, the Juggernaut Zoe is a straight-A athlete. And he looks like he could be setting up here for the Zoe bomb.
Tell you what, when you're laying on that mat looking up at Zoe about ready to crash down top of you, it's terrifying.
Oh no, that was a low blow.
Oh, was it?
Perhaps a hamstring kick.
Well, that field goal was good.
Yeah, that was straight through the goalpost. It wasn't a hamstring kick. And Shiloh Jones once again capitalizes thanks to his buddies on the outside of the ring.
It's time to pay rent. Give me dimes. I'm about to make sense.
Even at this
Zoe has been eliminated.
Weakened point, Shiloh Jones barely able to stand, seeing stars, looking at the lights, still has a flow. What do you know about that, Doc?
Introducing the final competitor, Dimes.
Dimes!
Well, Shiloh Jones might have the rhymes, but he didn't account for facing Dimes. Oh!
Well done, Doc. Well done. This young man had the night of his life last week when he became the OVW Television Champion. He's got a good pick here, coming in last in the television title gauntlet. Can Dimes retain now? Oh, God. Jackpot-style dropkick from the young man from New Albany, Indiana.
Well, Dimes has to be mindful about DL3 and Big D on the outside and not take his eyes off the prize, which is right now Shiloh Jones. Dimes might be TV champion, but that gives him no advantage whatsoever in this situation.
Yeah, the championship advantage is gone in a gauntlet-type scenario, but look at Dimes, who clips Jones with a flying head scissors.
Beautiful takedown by Dimes. Cutter changemaker out of nowhere.
The Dimes cutter onto Big D.
Standing changemaker, Dimes can hit it out of anywhere. Better known for coming out of that springboard with it, but man, this kid is quick.
The front handspring, I tell you what, Howe is becoming champion. Just 1 week as champion, ratcheted up the confidence of Dimes. We are watching a superstar emerge.
Oh! Changemaker!
2.0.
Cover him, Dimes.
Into the cover, the leg is hooked, and Dimes retains.
Your winner and still OVW Television Champion, Dimes.
Let's go back and take another look at how Dimes got the job done. Comes off that second rope, pumps the brakes on the inside, and snaps the neck of Shiloh Jones. Woo. They call him Dimes, but as long as he's the television champion, every night's like $1 million.
That kid's money.
Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is the official training and medical partner for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation is designed to help manage spine, hip, and knee pain both before and after surgery. Personal Fitness and Rehabilitation will ensure that you reach and maintain your lifestyle and fitness goals. Get back in the game of life. Call 502-875-4737 for an appointment now, or visit www.pfrhealth.com to learn more. Your life, your health, better.
Non-title contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Valerie Verman.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pressing our way to the Saturday night special, April the 6th, right here in Davis Arena. Doors open at 6, bell time 7 o'clock. It is brought to you by the Night School of Welding, the U.S. Army, Lemmy Law, and Game Exchange. And at the Saturday night special, we now know that the women's title will be on the line when this woman defends against Jay Lee.
And her opponent, she is the current OVW Women's Champion, Cali Young.
Well, Cali Young and Valerie Verman are no strangers to each other. The former It Girl partners know each other inside and out.
This is the first time that we've seen Cali in action since the vicious assault of Jay Lee a couple of weeks ago that started OVW Television.
Certainly so, and going after her former tag team partner, former It Girl, Valerie Verman.
And well, you know, it may be guilt by association here because Valerie is still a It Girl, I believe, and at least friends with Jay Lee.
Well, Cali aggressive out of the gate here, regardless of who's friends with who.
You know that's the way it works, right? Like if your friend's mad at, one friend is mad at the other one, and the other one's everybody's got to be friends. All the other friends are mad.
See, that's why I just don't have friends. I have acquaintances, associates. It's easier that way.
Josh, that is not the reason you don't have friends. I can tell you that for sure.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, either way, hold on a second, as Cali is showing a side of her such viciousness that I don't think we've ever seen before.
Perhaps Cali is looking at Valerie and seeing Jay Lee.
Gorgeous drop kick through the ropes, just taking Valerie Verman off her feet.
Oh, maybe the women's champion is trying to send a message to her challenger for the Saturday night special here, Doc.
Oh, it's loud and clear. Cali will take no prisoners, no matter who is across the ring from her.
You know, we had spoken earlier about taking someone lightly, and I think Cali Young might think that she's been taken a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I said maybe she's trying to send a message to Jay Lee. Yeah, Cali put that message across the camera loud and clear. The question is Jay Lee, oh my.
Speak of the devil.
I was going to say, is Jay Lee somewhere in back watching? And apparently not. She's right in front of us watching. Cali takes the spill from the top rope, and 1, 2, 3.
The winner of the match, Valerie Verman.
Add more fuel to the fire for April the 6th, guys. It was a couple of weeks ago when Jay Lee was out here incensed, trying to not just wound, not just pick apart, absolutely annihilate Cali.
Well, let's not take away the fact that Valerie Verman, with some help, just pinned the OVW Women's Champion.
I mean, a lot of help, and I'm not taking anything away from Valerie. I'm just saying that Jay Lee is a woman incensed, and it comes down to jealousy here, Doc.
Well, certainly so. Jay Lee wants that women's championship back around her waist, and she will stop at nothing.
What's going to happen when these two femme fatales collide at the Saturday night special with the women's title on the line?
Babe. Don't. Okay, you can't touch the mask. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
What is this mask?
It's okay. You have to leave it on. The doctor said you have to leave it on. Okay.
Doctor.
Yep.
Why did the doctor say that? What?
Because you remember I've told you this before. You had suffered a lot of head injuries. Okay. You have multiple lacerations on your face and head.
I get that. When am I going to get out of here?
The doctor said you have to wear it. Okay?
How long are we going to be in here?
Until you're better, okay?
What do you mean until I'm better? I got a big match coming up.
Yeah, but the doctor told me that you're probably not going to.
Are you serious? What do you mean? The doctor can't just tell you those things?
I know.
Do you realize all the stuff that Colton's done to me?
I know.
Man,
I'm sorry.
It's every time, every freaking time.
Don't touch your face.
I gotta be in that. Listen, babe. I gotta be in that ring. I gotta get my revenge. You don't understand the things that he's put me through. You don't get it.
I know.
You don't understand. You don't understand what I feel.
I know. I've watched it, and you'll
Sitting here
get
in
your
this
chance.
bed and I can't do nothing.
But you have to heal because you can't go out there and get hurt again. Okay? No. The doctor will be in a little bit to tell you a little bit more, okay?
You have to assure them and protect them from the idea that they have to pick one. They have to be able to love both of their parents as much as they want to. What makes this really difficult is your spouse may not be sending that same message, and you have to do it anyway. That's what's important. Your children want to know what's going to happen to them. They have to know that they're loved, and they have to know that they're allowed to love both of their parents. And you have to hold that line, even if you're the only one doing it.
My mom's car.
I knew it. I knew it was his mom's car.
I raised about $750. And then I sold all my action figures and my games. Not that I need them anymore. So Cash, I have your money right here. See, right here, $1,000.
A real man pays his debt.
Well, good for Sam.
Lucky
It's
didn't
all
charge
there.
interest.
I'm a man of my word, unlike you.
That's good, little Sammy. That's good. So, I guess we're done here.
Well, the duck gets to live
No, we're not done here. We're doing the Chop Chop Challenge again tonight, right?
What?
Wait.
He's lost it.
What is he thinking?
Chop Shop is officially closed. If I was you, I would quit while I was ahead.
Take some free advice.
Chop Chop. Cash, aren't we wrestlers? How about you wrestle me, Cash? How about you fight me?
He's challenged him to a match.
Fight you?
Fight me.
Why would I do that? You're a child, Ducky. You are a child, Sam. I don't take great pleasure in beating the puke out of people like you. To me, it is all about the money. That's exactly what the Chop Shop was. I got my money. Bye.
A Chop Chop? That's all it was about? You know, all those weeks, you chopped me as hard as you could, and I never gave up. In fact, I gave it to you 10 times harder, where you had to cheat and cut me down with a clothesline. See, you know, I can beat you.
I think he's going through puberty, and he's having a lot of hormone changes.
Why? What's in it for me? I come out here week after week after week, and I leave you laying like the little boy that you are.
True story.
Like the little boy that you are. What's in it for me? Why in the world would I do this again? Why?
Cash! I'll put something on the line that is priceless. It's the fact that I get to come out here each and every week in front of all my fans and wrestle. Cash, I'm challenging you to a match, and if I lose, my career is done.
Oh, Duck. Think about this. You're going to put your career on the line? You're a young man. You're going to put your career on the line?
My career is done if you can beat me.
Sam is voluntarily signing up for career suicide.
This might be the smartest thing he's ever done.
That is true, but God, why would you do that?
So let's get this straight. If I step in the ring with you and I pin your shoulders, your little bitty shoulders, to that mat for a 3 count, these people will never see you again, correct?
That just gives me yet another reason to love Cash.
Think about it, Sam. For the first time in your life, actually put that brain to use here.
You do still have time to back out here.
If you can beat me, my career is over. But the key word in there is can.
I believe there's a Saturday night special coming up. April 6th. Your career is on the line. I accept.
Whoa. Did Sam Thompson just make the biggest mistake of his life?
I think so.
What's going to happen when his career's on the line at the Saturday night special?
Oh.
Rewind, brought to you by Lemmy Law. Need a lawyer? Get Lemmy at LemmyLaw.com. OVW and Lemmy Law, an unbeatable tactic.
Enough.
Hey,
You got
Push the hell out of me.
All right, stop it.
Hands on me.
All right.
Security on deck, please.
Enough.
You ain't no champ.
Enough. All right. I'm excited to see this as much as everyone else is, but we ain't going to see it right now. All right? Step back. Step back.
I'm back.
I tell you what, I've got an idea. You both are so ready to go? You ready to go? Huh? You ready to go? You ready to go? Okay, I have an idea. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a little pick your poison. So that means, Tony Gunn, you wanna test him? You wanna see what Justin Smooth's made of? You wanna test Tony Gunn, Justin? You wanna see what he's made of?
I don't care what he's made out of.
Cool. You know what? I do. And since I'm the boss and I run things, I get to choose what I want to do. So here's what I want to do. Tonight, you're going to pick Justin Smooth's opponent, and I suggest you pick a good one to really put him to the test. Next week, you get to pick Tony Gunn's opponent, and I suggest you pick a good one. And what I'd also suggest is that you take your ass and get out of my ring so I can finish with my announcement.
The following is a Pick Your Poison contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the Trinidad Titan, Justin Smooth.
Smooth, the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. He gets his shot against Tony Gunn April the 6th. That's next Saturday night as you watch this in the Louisville market at the Saturday night special.
But we just saw from the Lemmy Rewind that Justin Smooth is about to face a hand-picked opponent from Tony Gunn.
The question is, who has Gunn picked to face the Trinidad Titan?
He hopefully picked a good one because this is going to have ramifications come April 6th.
Look, the pick your poison style match is so dangerous to me, not only because you have the rich legacy and history to call on of OVW superstars from past and present. I mean, you got all those young, hungry guys in the back who are looking for the shot, a time in the spotlight.
Well, not to mention, you have no preparation. You have no way to prepare for your opponent other than going on the fly.
Who has Gunn picked? We're about to find out.
Courtesy of Al Snow, Justin Smooth, I get to pick your opponent for tonight, and I have the perfect opponent for you. You've been angry these past few weeks, Smooth, and I think that you need to unwind and relax to the sound of some rock and roll.
Oh, wait a minute. You know that sound.
That's the rock star.
You know that face.
Right.
Wrestling's rock star, Ryan Howe. And guys, this is a good pick. Former OVW heavyweight champion, former television champion, and a guy who has beaten Justin Smooth in the last 12 months. This is a good pick by Tony Gunn.
There's not many.
And introducing his opponent, he is wrestling's rock star, Ryan Howe.
There are not many people who know Justin Smooth in that ring better than Ryan Howe does. They had a battle for months, it seemed like, in that ring last year.
A series of matches over the summer that tore the house down. I think that Howe and Smooth brought out each other's best and worst.
Certainly so, and it remains to be seen that what else they could do to each other in that ring.
We got to take a timeout. It's Pick Your Poison, Howe and Smooth after this.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
It doesn't matter if you go out a day in your life. Within 4 to 6 weeks, we're gonna teach you how to weld.
You're back here in Davis Arena. Pick your poison in your main event this week. Tony Gunn, the OVW heavyweight champion, got to pick the opponent for Justin Smooth, the man he will face next week at the Saturday Night Special. And what a pick in wrestling, rock star Ryan Howe.
Hold on a second, Gilbert.
Clearly it stunned you. Josh, what do you got?
I mean, it was all Ryan Howe and Justin Smooth beating each other pillar to post during the break. Gorgeous overhead belly to belly there from Smooth.
These two had a series of matches in the summer of 2018 that left the wrestling world talking. What a savvy pick this was for Tony Gunn, because Howe has pinned Smooth's shoulders to the mat.
Certainly he has, but I thought it might have been for the last time after that belly-to-belly suplex. Howe almost landed on his head. Smooth is playing for keeps.
Well, and this is great mind games, too, from Tony Gunn. As you gentlemen remember, that heated rivalry between Justin Smooth and Ryan Howe was about respect.
And indeed it was. It was about two guys who thought they should be the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Smooth's looking at the lights.
So there's a good question for you, though. Let's say Ryan Howe manages to defeat Justin Smooth tonight. Justin Smooth, the man that is #1 contender.
Look at this
arrogant
rash cover, and I think it's going to take more than that to defeat the likes of Ryan Howe. Your question, though, Josh.
My question is, where would that put Ryan Howe in the standings in the eyes of Dean Hill and Al Snow?
I think it certainly muddies the waters, to say the least, Doc, right?
Certainly so. I mean, you think if you're beating either the champion or, in this case, the contender, you have basically an argument to say you should get a shot for the title.
Classic Howe, dropping to the knees and laying in a lick.
And look at Smooth. I think that might have rang Smooth's bell.
Whoa! There's the springboard crossbody block. Legs are hooked. Smooth's in trouble, but he's out in 2.
Steel Panther press out of Howe. He can only get that 2 count, and I think I was right. I think that shot may have just taken Justin Smooth out of the game for a moment.
Guys, who is Smooth gonna pick next week?
That's a great question.
Who is Smooth gonna pick for Gunn next week? But right now, Smooth's just gotta think about getting out of this match with a victory.
Variation of the roll of the dice there by Howe. Only gets a 1 count.
Howe,
I mean, the surprise, the return of Howe is certainly a surprise. Who could Smooth line up for Gunn next week? And think about momentum. The momentum being carried forward when your title's on the line.
Oh, man. That's a great question. I don't think Smooth is thinking about who he's going to pick for Gunn, though. He's thinking about how he's going to survive Ryan Howe tonight.
And Tony Gunn, he's got to be enjoying this as Ryan Howe.
Howe's perched on top. Looks like he could be setting up here for that chart topper. Justin Smooth had it scouted. Howe rolls through, picked up and put down, as you like to say, spine on the pine, Doc.
Absolutely, spine on the pine does Justin Smooth onto Ryan Howe, and he's setting up for a little street justice.
Ryan Howe saw it coming, ducked under. Wait a second, roll up here.
And 2.5.
Wow.
This is a savvy pick for so many reasons. Not only momentum, but Gunn can have Howe do a little bit of bidding for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Knock the Trinidad Titan down a peg.
Soften him up, possibly.
So he's not at 100% come April the 6th.
And a shot right to the knee of Justin Smooth.
Judas leap from Brian Howe onto Justin Smooth. Nobody does it better.
Howe's been out of Davis Arena for quite some time, but guys, he does not look like he's missed a step.
Not at all. Ryan Howe might not have been in Davis Arena, but he's been traveling the United States. He's
going for that
traveling
chart
the
topper
world.
once again. Can he hit it?
Howe connects. There's the blockbuster, the
Well,
chart-topping finale.
He's beaten him
And
before.
will it be it?
No. Kick out with authority by Smooth, and look at Ryan Howe's reaction.
He can't believe it. It's put away the Titans multiple times, but not tonight.
More importantly, look at the reaction on Tony Gunn's face.
Whoa.
Gunn asking himself what he's going to do with the Trinidad Titan at the Saturday night special. Now Howe says he's setting up for the whammy bar, and that's the setup for the submission maneuver here. Can Howe get it locked in now?
Howe's fighting to try to get that whammy bar. He's got to get Smooth down to his knees to apply the leverage. Smooth's doing everything he can to get out of it.
And there's Street Justice. Out of nowhere, into the cover. The leg is hooked, and Smooth is eyeing Tony Gunn.
The winner of the match, Justin Smooth.
Tony Gunn picked the poison, and the Trinidad Titan had the antidote.
Certainly he did. From the moment Smooth's boot hit Brian Howe's face, he had his eyes locked on Tony Gunn. And this is
what's going to happen April the 6th at the Saturday night special if Smooth unloads Street Justice on the jaw of Tony Gunn?
What's going to happen next week?
Who's Smooth going to pick? Or pick your poison? We're out of time, ladies and gentlemen. See you next week.
So, Mr. Jackson, what I'm trying to tell you is that in addition to these superficial injuries that you have, these lacerations and contusions on your face, you have some very significant injuries. You have what's called a subarachnoid hemorrhage, which means that you're bleeding in your brain. But what I'm most concerned about, and I brought a photo from your MRI, is this. And this is a picture of the bone around your eye. And you have what's called an orbital fracture. So these bones that support your eye socket are in about 11 different pieces. I've never seen anything this significant. I can't tell you the kind of repercussions that you might have from this sort of injury in the future. You could lose your vision, you could develop seizure disorder because of a displaced bone. All sorts of terrible things that could happen. That's why we have you wearing this protective guard on your face, because even the slightest injury or pressure on that area could cause grave injury. Mr. Jackson, I need you to hear me say this to you. I don't think wrestling is an option for you anymore.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without wrestling, but I know for damn sure that I will get my hands on Colton Cage. I don't care what I gotta do. I don't care.